Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kevin, and I've just got a few things on my mind right now that I felt like I needed to get out that I kind of want to discuss. I'm really honestly hoping for feedback on this, and if you'll take some time to listen, I greatly appreciate it. I I honestly want a discussion on this topic, but as you're probably aware, since you're on my YouTube channel right now, you're seeing that I'm very new to YouTube. I'm also very new to streaming on Twitch. So the whole Let's Play community is still something I'm trying to wrap my head around. But the main problem, the main struggle that I am currently having is finding a way to I don't want to say advertise because that's not the way I want to go about it. Just getting people to take an interest, I suppose, in the content that I create and help to help shape the channel on both. Sorry, I ramble quite often. This is going to be unedited. I'm just gonna go with it because I want my pure thoughts on here. So bear with me, please. But I've been trying to find the right content for both my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel to play live with other people that could garner some sort of audience and some interaction with people, because I love openly discussing things. I love the video game industry. It is more than just entertainment to me. It's something that I absolutely adore, and it's the one thing in my life that I've always had, other than, of course, my friends and family. But it's the one thing the one inanimate object, I suppose, in my life that I've always been able to turn to, the one hobby I've always had that has just been there, and it's been a way for me to expand my views on life, I guess, if I'm gonna be. I don't know what I'm getting at. Anyway, I've been trying to think of different ways to bring people to my channel, and the three ways that I've noticed people make it in the Let's Play community are things that I don't think I could do. The first being comedy. I'm not a very rapid fire comedic person. I don't edit my videos like, say, a Nerd Cubed or Two Best Friends Play. I really like their videos, and those two channels were the ones that got me into Let's Plays to begin with, but that's not something that I could do. That's not my thing. The second way I've noticed is being very, very skilled at games. There are people like Bisnap, who is just incredibly knowledgeable about the video games he plays, the most prominent being The Binding of Isaac. He is an amazing Binding of Isaac player, knows the synergy between items, what they do, how they affect each other, and that's something that I don't think I can get into one game enough to figure out. And then people like a Bananasaurus Rex, who, if you're on my channel and you notice I play Spelunky, you've probably heard of him. He is an incredibly skilled Spelunky player who, for a while, held all the world records for speedrunning, and currently holds the world record for score, world records, and stuff like that. I, once again, can't get into a game enough to get to that level of skill to where people will watch me solely based on my skill in a video game. And the third thing that I have seen is originality in content, mainly being people trying to be the first to get a single impression or a single review or a video Let's Play series out on a video game and just get it out there before anybody else does. But I'm not even seeing how that's a possibility for me. I'm currently waiting on the release of a game on Steam called Tower of Guns, which I'm definitely going to be doing a video on. It'll probably end up being posted before this video comes out, so it's neither here nor there. But Tower of Guns comes out today, the day that I'm recording this, which is March 4th. And I'm waiting for it, and I do want to post a video on it as soon as possible. But I know by the time I get around to playing the game enough to formulate some adequate opinions on it that I feel comfortable with talking about, it'll be a day or two after the game comes out, and people are already going to be posting tons and tons of content on the game, and mine won't get any attention, which isn't really a huge problem for me. That's not I'm not trying to be the most original person out there. I'm not trying to get my videos out there before anybody else, but that's the last thing that I've seen. And that got me thinking about originality in general, and how it's even possible for people to get into what they do with YouTube and Twitch to begin with, like right when a game comes out. South Park: The Stick of Truth just came out less than 12 hours ago. It came out it was last night, and looking on Twitch right now, there's about 18,000 people watching different people play that game. And I'm scrolling down the list right now of how many people are playing that game, and Jesus Christ, it's a lot. Like, I am not even going to be able to load all of it. Regardless of that, it's already, I think right after it came out, it was the second highest viewed game on Twitch within a few hours of it coming out. And right now it's, I think, sitting at the 4th spot. But sitting right now at the, was number 3, now number 2 spot is Pokemon Crystal, which, you know where I'm getting at with this, is mainly because of, and I'd say absolutely because of Twitch Plays Pokemon. They're onto Pokemon Crystal right now, which I don't know exactly what that means. I think it's one of the games from the 2nd generation of Pokemon games. I could be wrong. I don't know Pokemon. I apologize for that. But, and Pokemon is never my thing, and it's neither here nor there. And then I look at how many different channels that are doing the same thing as Twitch Plays Pokemon, which I don't have a problem with Twitch Plays Pokemon. I did when it was screwing up Twitch for everybody else by blasting the chat channel so full that the servers were unable to keep up for every other channel on the service. But that also led to Twitch totally redesigning or reworking or adding more servers to their chat functionality, which made it better for everybody else in the long run. So that ended up being a very positive thing for Twitch in general, and has been parodied to death already. But there are other channels that are doing that, and I don't understand how it's a thing so many people can try to try to do. I mean, I don't know if it's to try to get to a point where they can partner with Twitch, because it's the first channel that did that. It's an originality thing, I can see that, but everything else is just a copy. And I can't wrap my head around why that's a good idea to copy something. But then I go back to what I was thinking before about how I cannot copy something because everything's already been done. It's making my mind work in circles, and I would really like some input on how I can fix that. What are your opinions in general? I mean, I'm just looking at the people playing playing Pokemon Crystal right now. That's what I have open on my screen. And I see Twitch Plays Pokemon, PlayStation Plays Pokemon, Twitch Plays Yellow Plays Crystal. Wow, I think they're just trying to keep up with whatever game Twitch Plays Pokemon is on. Twitch Plays Pokemon Emerald, which they're on the Twitch Plays Pokemon Crystal, or they're on the Pokemon Crystal page. I'm tired of saying Pokemon at this point. And then you go into more original ones like Team Anarchy versus Team Democracy, which has both styles of Twitch Plays Pokemon on screen at the same time, half the screen being taken up by one, half the screen taken up by the other. And that's a really cool idea, actually. I'm surprised not many other people have done that already. But then it gets to stupid variants like Random Number Generator Plays Pokemon, which I believe started off as a parody, but whoever's running it is getting thousands of follows based on it. He's up to 3,600 followers. I'm guessing it's a he because, I mean, it's the internet, come on. Though I could just be completely wrong. I apologize for that. A little bit. But what RNG Plays Pokemon is doing is exactly what it sounds like. They have a random number generator pressing inputs into the emulator, making the game do whatever the RNG button pressing thing is making it do. And people are watching it. They're watching a computer play itself. I don't get that. That's where my mind was going with the originality piece of that. I went from that to that to that, and just all over the place. How is that a good idea? I don't know what this became. I started talking about how I can better get my content viewed, to going into random number generator plays Pokemon. I don't know. I first saw that and I laughed, and then I got kind of angry about it. Maybe I was offended by the fact that I put hard work into streaming hours a day. I guess not every day. I stream about 3 or 4 days a week now, for at least 3 hours at a time, sometimes lasting up to 6 or 7 hours. And I've gotten up to 15 viewers at one point. I currently have 33 followers, and I try my damnedest to be entertaining, and I love open discussion, as I've previously mentioned. I see Twitch as the perfect outlet for that, playing a game and talking about it to people that are also interested in that game. It's something that I'm glad that I'm currently getting into. But I don't know how I can go about getting other people to see my stuff. I mean, I consistently, at least I'm trying my damnedest to consistently put out content, even if it's not brand new video games. Like, currently right now I've got a week of Scribblenauts Unlimited on my channel. That game's been out for a couple of years. It's been a Scribblenauts game that came out since then, and it was complete horse shit. But I don't know. Am I going down the right path? Being putting out the videos that I feel like I want to put out, doing the stuff that I will enjoy doing, because at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I want to have other people enjoy me enjoying what I'm doing, if that makes any sense. It sounds like I just farted a sentence out my mouth, and that sentence ate another sentence, and it was like a snake eating its tail, and I don't know why I had to say fart. But am I going about this the right way? Should I keep doing that? Should I try to put out videos on brand new games, hoping that it'll gain some attention? I mean, I still plan to do that with games that I'm really, really interested in, such as Tower of Guns and things like that, but is it worth stressing out over, I guess? Because even as much as I tell myself that it's not, at the end of the day, I'm on YouTube. The whole point of being on YouTube is to get noticed, I guess. Even if that's something that I've never been able to admit to myself until right now. I don't know what this became. I do know one thing for certain, though, is that I want to continue using this as an outlet, just kind of recording my thoughts, hoping that somebody will listen. And if you have, I thank you for lasting 13 and a half minutes of me just rambling in circles. But I really hope for some input on either Twitch Plays Pokemon, on the fact that I feel originality is such major importance to getting noticed on YouTube and Twitch now. If any of that's true, or if you agree that I should just agree with me, with the fact that I think I should just continue doing what I like to do, playing what I like to play, and hoping that other people will have fun with me. But I'm good just going right back in a circle again. If I do that, I don't think that I'm going to get to the point that I really want to get to and make this more of a career and less of a hobby for myself. I don't know. Help me, I suppose. It's input from people like you that shape what others on the internet do. And if you're still listening to this, you're either for some reason really interested in what I have to say, which at this point is nothing, or you're a Let's Player yourself and have gone through this and hopefully are willing to give me some input. Because I guess I'm kind of lost, but I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna keep continuing to do what I'm doing, and hoping that I get to a point where I want to get to, And I'm sorry for rambling for 15 minutes, but I'm glad that I got some of this stuff out. I don't know. I may continue to do videos like this in the future. I really like to discuss things, and I really hope that you're willing to discuss things like this with me in the future. Thank you so much for listening, and take it easy.